button. Okay, let's go.
Alright, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm starting a cute little mini series on how I apply full cover tips. I give you some of my things that I've learned for the past few years doing my nails on my own. And yeah, so let's just start right into this video. As you can see on your screen, I am explaining how I'm going in with my Sally Hansen cuticle remover. So the first thing you want to do when you are doing any type of nail extension is to make sure that your natural nails are properly taken care of, whether that's going in with a cuticle remover like the one I showed on screen, or even using the blue cross one. I know that has gone pretty viral. You just want to use something to help soften up that dead skin, and then you're gonna see me go in with my pusher tool and really just scrape at some of that dead skin on my nail plate. And I had originally done not a voiceover for this video, so my hand movements and what I'm saying might not align, but what I am saying here is that I don't go back and forth like an up and down motion when I'm doing my nails. I like to go down and around like a swooping motion, and I start at the top of one side of my nail and then I work down at the bottom, as you can see on your screen. I don't really like to go back and forth on my nails. I just kind of find that uncomfortable. So I just take my time and slowly go down and around, getting all of that dead skin lifted.
Can I be honest? Just let me be honest, yeah. Can we get over it? Should we just keep this up? Can we get over it? Haven't we had enough? Can we get over it? Or are we too deep in love? Can we get over it? No. Can we get over it? No.
So this next part is me just showing you the different tools that I use when I'm doing my cuticle care. As you can see, I kind of go in with that pointy edge of my nail tools, and I just really kind of go around the sides of my nails, kind of scraping up some of that dead skin that the cuticle remover lifted. I kind of sped up this clip just so we're not here for 30 minutes, but honestly, I just take my time and I go really slow, especially when using cuticle nippers. I don't want to cut myself, and I just be really gentle on my nails. That is one tip that I would say. If you're new to using cuticle clippers or just using tools in general, go slow, take your time, and just be gentle on your skin, and you'll be able to find what works best for you and, you know, really work at that cuticle line. So in the previous clip, I showed you how to do cuticle care, kind of the longer method if you want to use a remover and kind of go in with tools. But, you know, not everyone has time to be doing all that. So the lazy girl method, which is just an effective method as well, is to go in with a buffer. So as you see on your screen, I'm going in with the Enail Couture buffers, and one is 80 grit and the other one is 100 by 180 grit. And you just want to take your time and buff your nails, going around your cuticles, going on the sidewalls, going on the top of your nail plate as well, and just taking your time to really buff. It's a little bit of a light exfoliation as well, but this is just the easy way, the quick way of prepping your nails for full cover tips or any sort of nail extension application. You know, we're not trying to be here doing our nails all day. We like to do quick and easy and effective methods as well.
Things that I never said, they pushing you to get away. Just let me be honest.
This is the Jello peel off base coat. I know it's gone viral and so many people have used it. I feel like it's been like in existence for a very long time. I follow Enail on YouTube and I love her work. Oh my gosh, her nail designs are beautiful. So I feel like she has been using this for like years and years and years, and now it's just kind of going viral in the West. But one of the reasons, or not reasons, one of the things that I do to make sure that when I use a peel off base coat and my nail tips last is my prep. So everything you just saw me do is in preparation for the base coat and for my nail tips, because I want my nails to be a little rough, to kind of, you know, have something to adhere to. If you want to go a step further, some people go in with a prep and primer. I don't necessarily use those too often, but I do have the Macart primer and dehydrator. So what you do is go in and dehydrate nails, which is basically just taking off all the oil and shine, but we kind of already did that with our buffers. And then you go in with a primer, and these two in conjunction with a base coat would really help the adhesion. Or if you are someone who knows, like, I'm not going to be doing my nails once a week or even every 2 weeks. I do my nails maybe once a month, once every 6 weeks, because you're busy, you have things to do. Then I would say skip the peel off base coat, go in with a primer and dehydrator, and then use a regular base coat. So a regular base coat would be using a thin layer of builder gel that comes with a lot of these different products that are out there right now, and then going in with your full cover nail tip. So these ones are from Macart. I really do like them, and I've also used the prep and prime from Enail Couture. That's a pretty great product as well. So yeah, so when it comes to the peel off base coat, your prep and where you apply the product is what's really going to set it apart, making sure your nails aren't popping off 2 or 3 days later after application. So as you can see, I don't have too much on my brush. I just have as much as I need. Depending on what you want your nails to function as for you, you can either just apply a thin layer down the middle of your nail like this, and that's it. So applying it like this, you are leaving your cuticle, your edges free of gel, right? So then when you do apply your full cover tip, the peel off base coat is only in the middle. I don't necessarily like this because I feel like it's still a struggle to take off the nail tip when you are going in with the remover. I feel like because it's not on the sides or the edges, it's not really helpful. So I don't necessarily like doing that. I go in all the way from sidewall to sidewall, making sure none of this touches my skin. That's another tip. When you're using a peel off base coat, you do not want any of this to touch your skin, because that's just gonna that's gonna lead to less retention of your nails. Also, another tip, and this tip is more so when you're coming to remove your nails, you want to make sure that you are capping your free edge with some gel so that it comes off on that part too. And if you look, there's no gel, but making sure there's no gel on your skin, underneath your nail, on the sides, or by your cuticle. So I'm just going to apply my base coat to all my nails, cure it, and then come back. Alright, so after putting on the Jello base coat, my nails are nice and shiny, and I know a lot of people struggle using this product, like their nails don't last, they pop off after a couple of days. But my one tip I have for you all is, after you apply the peel off base, go in with some rubbing alcohol and remove that sticky layer. I'm telling you, this will help with the longevity of your nails. My nails last me upwards to 2 to 3 weeks when I'm wearing the peel off base gel. They don't pop off. Unless I'm being really rough and aggressive with my nails, then yeah, definitely they will. But if you want your nails to stay on and last long, wipe off that sticky layer and your nails will definitely last you a very long time when you use this peel off product.
Can we
So now let's actually talk about nail tips. There's so many different brands out right now. Like you have the OGs, Après X, who had everybody, you know, out there making their own dupes to products. You have Kiara Sky, who has her kits as well. I have some of her nail tips. I'm going to show you some of the ones that I have. You have Enail Couture. I have some of their nail tips. They were the first brand that I saw that was doing the full cover nail gel system, and I was like, OMG, I need to hop on that. And now we're in a nail market where there's so many different options out there. You can get a kit from Amazon. You know, you don't have to spend upwards to hundreds of dollars, like $150 plus, just for a whole kit. Things are more accessible now, which I think is really great. I've been doing full cover nail tips for about, honestly, I want to say 3 years now, maybe even before the pandemic, I think. And I just find it so much easier and faster to do my nails. I used to be a polygel girl, like sculpting and building nails and all of that such. Still do that occasionally, depending on the nail design I'm going for, but I feel like full cover nail tips are just so much more accessible, easy, and it's really not that hard to learn. Also, you have brands from Amazon. I have this brand, Savvyland. I am in love with their tips, kind of the best tips that I've used so far. I keep forgetting to buy a box to put all my nail tips in, but I digress, that's not important. But I went through a phase of like short nails, and now I'm back to long nails. So this is the Kiara Sky almond medium shade, and hopefully my camera's picking up, but you can kind of see there's numbers for the different nail tips, and I went ahead and labeled them so I wouldn't keep going back trying to match my fingernail to whatever tip I wanted to use. So one key thing that everybody always talks about when it comes to your nail tips is making sure that they kind of follow your natural nail. So what I mean by that is when I put this full cover nail tip on my pointer finger, my index finger, as you can see, it fits sidewall to sidewall. If I were to put it right exactly at my cuticle line, there's a little bit of a gap here, which is no problem. I could always fill that in with gel, but if I put it properly, then that's okay. Or even if I kind of put it up here, then that's fine too. I'm getting ahead of myself, but we'll talk about that soon. So these are the Kiara Sky Jelly tips. Apparently, I was reading some tea that the way we've been marketed that like these jelly tips are made out of like hard gel and not plastic is not true. If anyone's heard of that, leave me a comment down below. I find that to be really interesting because a lot of these brands like market that their nail tips are not plastic and they're fully gel and all these types of things. So we'll see about that. So that's one kit that I have. My other two kits are from Enail Couture. So again, I love their case. It's pink, it's so cute. So again, I went in and labeled all of my nail tips. So these are their jelly or gel nail tips, not jelly. And again, so if I were to use this nail tip, put it here, and this perfectly like sidewall to sidewall, looks amazing. I don't really use this kit too much because of the color. It's pink, which isn't a bad thing. It just depends on the nail design I'm using. I need my nail tips to be clear so that my designs can come through on a better medium. And I also have these nail tips from Enail Couture. These are their short, I want to say almond, or they're their short round ones. I think they just call them round. It's not necessarily an almond tip. It's more oval shaped. That's what it is. It's their oval shaped nail tips. So I also have this from them as well. So today though, we will be going in with, so for today we're gonna go in with my Savvyland professional nail tips. Got them off Amazon. Let's take out all the ones that I need. They are, to be honest, some of the best tips I've used. But as you've seen, I do have a lot of different tips. They are made of plastic, which I think is great because they're a lot thinner, which is going to be really helpful when I bring up some of my other tips for making sure your nails last. So when it comes to full cover nail tips, I've talked about it before, but you want your nail. So this is my nail tip, and I've already had these sized out. You want it to match sidewall to sidewall, like snug, nice. You don't want it tight. You just want it to fit nice and snug, just like that. If it's too big, you want to size down. If it's too small, size up. And I'm just gonna take this out for now. You can always file something down. If you really are in a bind, you could also fill some gaps in with gel. That's more advanced. But my goal here is to make this super easy for the everyday girly who doesn't have the time to be sitting 2 hours at a salon. Just need something fast and easy. And so this is going fast and easy for me because I've already, I was gonna say price matched. Oh my gosh, I've already matched the correct nail tip size to my natural nails, so I don't have to keep going in all the different tips. So I would highly recommend, first of all, to get a box to put your nail tips in. That's something I still need to do, instead of having them in these baggies. But if you do forget, like me, I write down which finger each number is for. Okay, so now that you have your, I'm just gonna put these over here. Now that you have your nail tips all sized out and you know which one is for each finger, how the heck are you going to apply them to your nails? There's so many different ways, so many different methods. I'm going to show you 4 different products that I use or have used, sometimes don't really use all the time, to apply my nail tips. All right, so starting off with the easiest, you could always go in with nail glue. So this is from Enail Couture. If you've noticed, I really like Enail Couture. I really do like their products. So this is just their brush on nail glue. If you are someone who is busy, you don't have time for all the fuss and the bus with using gel and having to cure your nails, you just need something in there, like nail glue. It's gonna be your best friend. I would still suggest to put on a base coat, a nice peel off base coat. Because with nail glue, you still do have to soak your nails in acetone. I know there's like different methods of soaking your nail in like hot water and soap and olive oil, I think. That's also an option. But again, peel off base coat, why not? So nail glue is one method that you can apply your nail on. I will not be going in with this method today because I kind of need my nails to last a little bit longer. I find that with nail glue and full cover tips, or even wow, I can't forget the name right now, press-ons, they do sometimes pop off, and I don't have time for that. My next product is what came with the Saviland kit, was their nail extend glue gel. So this is not like a nail glue like I just showed you. This is a gel, and it's a 4-in-1 gel. So they claim that you could use this as a builder gel, you could use it as a base coat. You could also, I think you could use it as top coat as well, and you can also use it to adhere your nails. So I have used this product with the Saviland tips to adhere the nails, and I really do like it. As you can see, it isn't too thick, but it still is runny enough that it will drip onto, like it will drip off of the brush, just like that. Like it's not super thick in comparison to this base gel, which is from Enail Couture, and this is their press-on gel. Their nail tips are their 1, 2, 3 go nails. That's what they call them. So they have this base gel, and I haven't used this in a while. I kind of like to use the gel with this system I bought it with. So if I were to use this gel, I would use it with the Enail Couture tips. But this gel is a little bit thicker. As you can see, it's not gonna run off my brush super fast. It's a pretty thick gel, and it's kind of more closer to a base gel. It is really thick, and it's not really running off of my brush as easier, or as less than
That's not the right word. That's not the right terms. It's not running off my brush as fast as the Savvyland nail glue gel. So that's also another option that you could go in with. I'll make sure to link most of these products down below. But what I've been using lately is the Born Pretty Tips Gel.
Can we